Sorry, Tom. So sorry.
Seriousness of the state of affairs right now. And it's the fact we don't have a clear path to communicate to you, and you don't have a clear path either. So help us. Obviously, there's very powerful people in this room who have stepped up out of their regular lives. And they're willing to do anything. We're all willing to do anything. We need you to guide us on where to go, who to meet, when we can do it, and make it possible. You work for him, he works for us, you work for us. Right? That's not right.
So all of us have been through a lot. We're not kids anymore. We know when we're getting shoved aside. Keep that in mind.
And also, I just wanted to say, I mean, you work 9 to 5, I understand that. We live in these homes. I work round the clock in that home. It's incredibly disruptive to have something that could potentially be a problem. We just had fires this year. Like, we, you know, we're very close to having the house lost. So to add additional, you know, spaces in this area, cars, like the whole thing just makes no sense. It's obviously a money grab. That's just like blatantly obvious. The definitions have been manipulated, and this is a huge abuse of this legislation right out of the gate. So we just want to make sure that not only this is a use case, but in the future this doesn't happen. But like everyone here lives there. We don't get to go home somewhere else after 5 o'clock.
The developers live in Orange County.
Yeah, they're not his constituents.
All right, I just like to have a dialogue. Completely understand it. I mean, we've been hearing from all folks. Like, we understand the concerns, the environmental review. Trust me, we are well aware that this is a very important issue to folks. And you know, it is concerning, the fire. We completely understand that. We are just in conversations, like I said, with the city. We want to understand it better. We want to understand, okay, fine, if there is a fire plan, what is it? Because if they don't have a fire
Encino, which he actually was evacuated for over a week and a half during the fire, so, you know, trust me, he personally knows.
Please ask him to remember that.
Yeah.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
And I'm familiar with the area where he lives, and the ingress and egress out of his area is much better than the ingress and egress out of the area behind, directly behind the country club. And there's 650 houses behind the country club. That's just behind the country club east of Canoga. That's not taking into consideration the people west of Canoga.
Well,
okay, we won't get out of there.
if you go up to those streets, there's a one way out. You can't get two cars side by side. But hold on a second. What no one has addressed is the fact that there are signs on every street that when we are under high fire risk, you cannot park up there. So these residents that are above that golf course now have to park down the street to hoof it up their hill just to get to their house if they have more than 2 people that live in their house because they can't get 2 cars in their driveway. And now you want to shut off 12 streets to one exit on Canoga in a fire.
There's only one entrance into the development.
Well, but hold on a second. Aside from the fires, we've had nothing but floods. Last night a pipe broke up on Canoga. I live at Santa Lucia Drive. I was flooded sidewalk to sidewalk.
Real quick. I know you guys want to get more information, but this fast track law that we're so concerned about prevents all of us from having the time to get that information. And so I understand and respect that you guys and Jesse want to get more information. We do too, but this new legislation at the state level puts us all in a position of not having the time to get that information. And that is one of the driving forces why we're here today. Thank you for having us. I know we have come in here into your space and we have a lot of concerns, but time is of the utmost essence. Can Jesse talk with us today?
If it's all right to address the first part of that real quick, we understand like this bill would streamline it, but we still are waiting to see if it would even apply under the bill. That's the main thing. We don't know if it's going to apply.
I'm allowed to do that as a mountainous area, yet no one is addressing that this is a mountainous area. So when you want to talk about Jesse's 3 kids, look, have 20 kids, Jesse. We're happy for you, as are all the parents and grandparents in this room. But where are those kids going to school? Where are they going to go to school? Because I'm telling you, Serenia will not.
Obviously they're going to private school.
Private school. Serenia Street School cannot take on any more students.
My last thing before I'm on my lunch break, I have to get back to work. My last thing, my children go to Serenia. When we do drop off in the morning, right, they just had to implement a drop off schedule that they never had before due to traffic control, okay? That is insanely important because even in the morning, it takes me 25 minutes to move maybe 0.2 miles down that street. And that is just for school drop off, okay? there's no way we're gonna be able to. Mind you, my 4th grade child last year had to be in a class where it was 4th and 5th graders due to a teacher shortage. So for the beginning of the class, she was on a computer screen for 2.5 hours until lunch, and then she would get taught the second half of class. There's absolutely no resources to have even 20 more kids in that neighborhood, as far as the thousands that are gonna be there after that.